Hey guys, it's hotter than balls out here in Central Texas, but wanted to get a couple more reviews out for you guys. Today we've got the Griffin Armament Explorr. It's Explorer, but instead of the second E, it's two R's at the end. Anyway, the Explorr in 6.5. A couple other things about it. Griffin is probably mostly known for their entry into the suppressor market. They made a huge splash when they came out with the first tubeless suppressor, meaning that rather than a tube running down the barrel and a whole bunch of holes poked in it and trying to port gases that way, they were the first ones to basically take that rifling, if you will, out of the, or that bore out of the inside of the suppressor and just use baffles or chambers. So pretty cool, hats off to Griffin there. Haven't had a lot of experience with the 6.5 Creedmoor round. I've always been kind of a 308 guy, but when I started reading the ballistics on it about 2 years ago, it started to get me interested. So I picked up a Ruger Precision here in 6.5 to kind of play around with. So anyway, that's going to be our host gun for the day. So 17.4 stainless, comes in at 12.7 ounces. So it's not incredibly heavy, especially considering the material it's made of and that it needs to handle all of the pressure of a 6.5. Comes in at just under 6.5 inches. I think it's 6.4 inches. So not an incredibly huge suppressor, especially considering it's going on a 6.5. This is full auto rated, so if you're lucky enough to have a giggle switch on your 5.56 or your 6.5 or whatever you've got, this thing will handle it. Another cool thing about it is I love the brake that this comes with. It's got this really neat, just kind of ported all around brake with kind of this triangle end cap to it. But it looks cool. I'm not a fan of like the tuning fork looking brakes that sit on the end of a gun and look awkward until you throw a suppressor on it. This is something I wouldn't mind having on the end of my RPR until it comes time for suppression. Then of course, Griffin does make a whole variety of different mounting solutions. So if you guys want to take one of their other brakes and put it on another gun that's more of an AR style or something like that, you can do that and then just move the suppressor from one mount to another. Or if you wanted to, there's a couple of kind of cutouts here. You could really wrench down on this and essentially turn it into kind of a direct thread suppressor. But anyway, full auto rated, 17.4 steel, heat treated, tubeless suppressor design. I mean, this is on paper a pretty badass suppressor. So let's throw it on the 6.5 here and see what kind of sound dampening we get out of it. Did you like that over the top move?
I did.
The 6.5 is a mighty potent round. I'm actually really surprised at the suppression level that thing gave us. They say it's rated at 137 decibels with a 6.5. I'm not a freaking sound meter, but even under this metal canopy, with all the pressure going out the front and ricocheting or reporting back from a freaking tin roof, that thing was not bad at all. I'm actually going to go shoulder fire it out from under this canopy because I want to hear what that sounds like. But this suppressor's badass. To tame this freaking round, that is just a boatload of powder and a very quick projectile. To be able to tame that is pretty impressive. That's very impressive, actually. God, that thing, that is a whole lot of bullet. I mean, that is a lot of pressure. That is a lot of gas. That is a shit ton of velocity coming out of that thing. And this little 6.5-inch suppressor was able to tame that. I'm extraordinarily impressed. Damn good job, Griffin. Damn fine work. Griffin did a fantastic job with his Explorr. Goofy name, cool suppressor. I really like this thing, man. The fact that it tamed that 6.5 Creedmoor as well as it did is pretty impressive. That is a shit ton of gas, a lot of velocity coming out of a small round, a lot of expansion going on there. This thing handled it like a dream. The only thing I can complain about it on this is after 6 rounds, it was pretty freaking hot. It was really, really hot to touch. I had to let it cool for about 5 minutes before I, actually was able to take it off without a mitt of some sort. So it gets hot. That's my big complaint. Everything else, this thing kicks ass, man. It is lighter than you would assume for being 17.4 stainless. It's more durable than you'd imagine, being full auto rated. I love the taper system slash thread slash compensator slash brake on here. I think this is a cool looking one. And they have a whole host of others that you can buy for different rifles, since you may not want this on an AR or something like that. So anyway, a whole bunch of configurations there. All in all, this thing is pretty kick-ass, man. I would personally just wrench that guy down and use this as a direct thread. It is quiet. It is as quiet as I could imagine for having a 6.5 rear of it. So Griffin did a fantastic job with this. Again, hats off to them. They always do really, really good stuff. Again, they're pioneers in the industry, creating the first tubeless suppressor system. So I'm looking forward to a lot more innovation from them. But as far as the Explorr goes today, I think this is a winner. I would not hesitate to put this on pretty much any rifle I run. Really, it was on a bench gun today, so weight didn't really come into factor. But this is not too heavy to where I would mind having it on the end of a shorter rifle if I was getting in and out of a vehicle or something. So kick-ass job, Griffin. So make sure you guys cruise over to Silencer Shop to get yours, silencershop.com. Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, comment on the video. Tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like. If there's other stuff that you want us to review, let us know. Follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, if you enjoy our reviews, make sure you give a like, subscribe, and then you can follow us on both Instagram and Facebook at The Bullet Points.